He is probably gearing up to run against President Biden in November, but he can't do that because he's spending money, paying for court and legal fees. And I know that has to be frustrating, while we can assume that President Biden is building resources to attack him once or if he wins the primary.
Welcome to Reporter's Notebook, where we talk to the Washington Examiner's top journalists about the stories breaking on their beats. I'm Jim Antle. I'm joined today by national political correspondent Mabinty Quarshie. Mabinty, former President Trump, has had some big fundraising numbers of late, has he not?
He really has. He has raised $19 million in the fourth quarter of the Federal Election Commission's figures. It's at least $2 million more than Nikki Haley, who raised $17 million. I would like to note that he has, however, had to spend about $30 million paying for legal fees, which might be a detraction as he enters into court more and more this year.
Yeah, so you have this whole dynamic where, he's benefited politically, it seems, from the indictments, but they certainly do cost money and time.
Yeah, it takes away from running for a campaign, right? He is probably gearing up to run against President Biden in November, but he can't do that because he's spending money, paying for court and legal fees. And I know that has to be frustrating, while we can assume that President Biden is building resources to attack him once or if he wins the primary.
So now there's one person who still wants it to be if, and that's former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley. She's still in the race for the Republican nomination. She is the last major candidate standing against Trump, looking forward to a primary in her home state. She's taken to comparing Trump and Biden, since she would like to run against both of them. What is one of her latest phrases about the current and former president?
Yeah, this week she launched a Grumpy Old Men campaign where she essentially—
Good flick.
Right?
Yeah.
I did not watch it, my apologies.
Us Grumpy Old Men did, though.
But, I want to say is when she launched her campaign in February of last year, she did call for generational leadership. So this is a continuation of what she's been saying for, a year roughly. And basically, she is saying that these two old men are not fit to be president because people want new leadership. And, some polls do bear that out, that people are tired and want something different from Trump and Biden. They are, however, the leading men of their parties. So.
Right. I mean, the poll numbers send two clear but contradictory messages, and one that people don't want this rematch, but every poll of Democratic and Republican primary voters shows Biden and Trump overwhelming frontrunners.
Yeah, I'm not the best football person, but it's kind of like the Super Bowl that's happening. It's a repeat from 2020. And I assume, just like football fans don't really want that, neither does the American public want a Trump-Biden rematch.
Right, right. And maybe Taylor Swift will sing at halftime during the debate.
And, we have rumors that, the Biden campaign's trying to get her to endorse him, and we have rumors of the Trump campaign very upset about that. So Taylor Swift, set to impact football and politics.
Lee Greenwood versus Taylor Swift. Thank you, Mabinty.
Thank you, Jim.
You can read Mabinty and the rest of our political team's coverage at washingtonexaminer.com.